we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in trouble beneath the side of the Watashi tachi wa sore ra wasurete ru sekishimasu. It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Woohoo! Okay, so I got a message from Restream saying that it should be fixed now. So we should see the whole video this time instead of me and Crimson standing there like fucking idiots, you know, a lot of the times when the videos are still going. And it worked. It worked. So that is the only good thing that has happened this week, because Crimson, go ahead and say hi to the people and then I'll go into my rant.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My week is not nearly as shitty as anything that Biggles has gone through. He has a rant, and currently he's going like Super Saiyan 2 for this rant. He's like full on, like, no, it's not even Super Saiyan 2. He is full on like Boo Arc Goku screaming for like 2 minutes in the background right now.
So
charging up.
Let's set the story.
Charging
right?
My attack.
So hello, Marcel. It is a 36-0. Yes, I'm a 36-0 now. Running against the Stanley Cup Finals game, Biggles. I'll be working. Dude, the Stanley Cup is a rematch from last year, okay? I watched it last year. Okay, so I was in Pennsylvania, right? I was in Pennsylvania. And
already hellish enough, but
to fly into Harrisburg, I always have to have a connected flight. There's no direct flights to Harrisburg, right? So my friend drops me off at the airport. The lady at the check bag location does not show up for like 45 minutes after she was supposed to get there. So I'm just waiting for her to get there. And then I check my bag, right? Go upstairs, deal with security, get on the plane. We get on the plane. We're about to land. And oh yeah, hold on. Let me do this, right? Hankley sends me this anime and tells me you have to watch this, right? So as I get on the plane, I turn on this anime. You know what happens in the first 5 minutes of the anime?
Graphic sex?
She dies on a plane. And I am getting on a plane. And I was like, dude, I said I'd watch it on my way home. And it was an airplane thing, right? And I was like, oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. Well,
you know what happens? You could have watched the last couple of episodes of To Be Hero X on the plane.
I watched that when I got home, and I kind of was like, yeah, okay. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to die apparently, because it's a sign. You go watch an anime about, you know what happens? Instead, we get rerouted as we're going to land. They're like, oh, we have to land somewhere else. So we change directions, and then we land the plane, right? Like 30 minutes away, like air travel, right? Land. And they're like, all right, it's going to be 20 minutes. We're going to refill that. We should be allowed to go back and land in this. After we refill after this 30 minutes, it will take us an hour. It should be cleared up by then, right? Well, 4 other planes land after us, right? Well, they refill all those other planes before us. So they're like, oh, it's just going to be another 30 minutes. So 2 hours later, they're finally like, we're going to ask you to depart the plane. And I was like, I've been sitting here next to this 6'5" dude for fucking 3 hours on this fucking plane now, just squished, right? I'm wide shoulders, right? Broad shoulders. So I need some room. Well, I'm like this the entire time on the plane with this guy. Then we get off the plane and we're in the airport for an hour. Well, all the food places closed when we finally got off the plane. So we could have got off that plane 2 hours before that, got some food. No, that's not what happened. So then we get back on the plane, and they're like, we are going to be like 30 minutes. 30 minutes happen to go by, and they go, we're missing some bags. Even though they told us we're not allowed to take our bags off the thing. So somehow we're now missing bags. So another 30 minutes go by and they're like, okay, we got all our bags. We're allowed to take off. So we take off and then we land at the next airport like 30 minutes later because it's only 30 minutes away. Well, there's no gates available. So we're stuck on that plane for another hour and a half. And I'm just like, this fucking place sucks. And then the guy next to me, the 6'5" guy, is like, just let us off the plane. We'll walk the fucking way. Like, and then the person behind me was just like yelling. And they're actually someone who works at works at the airport that we left, right? And was like, oh man, I'm telling work to give me a car from now on. I'm never fucking taking another plane out again.
The fuck did you fly? Ryanair or some shit?
No, I flew Delta, the place where they hire people based on skin color rather than flight time. So I'm dealing with this, right? And then we fucking land. Well, I get over to like the customer service. It is a 400 people deep line. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to walk around and try to find some food. Well, the only place that was fucking open was McDonald's.
Ooh.
So I had to get McDonald's.
Ugh.
Guess what, Crimson?
Didn't even get your order right?
There was fucking hair in my food. So I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Oh.
So I find a place to sleep in the airport. And I'm trying to sleep on the thing. I don't really fall asleep. I maybe sleep for like 3 minutes. Wake up, and I go set up to where my flight's supposed to be, and find like just sit in the thing and try to do anything, right? Like fall asleep. Can't do that. Then I go, all right, then it changes my gate. So I have to go all the way to the other side of the airport. And then I go. And then like 30 minutes before my plane lands, they change the gate again. So I have to go all the way back across the fucking airport. And then I like fall asleep for like 15 minutes. And then they're like, okay, we're boarding. Well, I guess I must have like slept on my glasses wrong or something because my eye got fucked up. And then when I got home, my glasses fucking broke and everything fucking sucked afterwards. And now I'm here. Luckily work let me have the day off because I had so many traveling issues and was not able to sleep. I slept most of the day, but my glasses were broken. So I had to go to the eye doctor, have them redo my prescription, had them order me new glasses, had to spend like $200 on new glasses. But I did get to watch some anime today and try to catch up a little bit. So we have that to talk about. So now that you guys have suffered through my sad story for these last 9 minutes, we can talk anime. So what anime do you want to start off with, Crimson?
Surprise me.
Surprise you. Okay. Well, then we're going to talk about the one that fucking sucks. All right. I like this one until this episode. This used to be our dumb fun anime that we would talk about every week. But Kurt is really the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. It's no longer endearing stupid. He's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, this latest bout was it was kind of irritating. I don't think I would say that like this has like ruined the entire series for me, but like I found it pretty annoying that Kurt was they made Kurt this fucking dumb.
Yeah, he is so fucking dumb. For those of you that don't know, Kurt accidentally created a thing, like a medicine that made it so this demon can no longer age.
He gave someone eternal youth.
Yeah, basically. No, he's probably way more dumb than Luffy, actually. Because he sees a young demon and his daughter was supposed to, or has some disease that makes her old. And he's like, well, because your daughter's not young anymore, you like this one because they're young, so you're a PDF file. That's the correct term, right, Crimson? PDF file? Okay. So you're a PDF file now. And everybody's telling him, no, that's not what it is. You're fucking stupid. Shut up. And he's just like going out on a rant that the demon girl paralyzes him so he can't fucking talk. Like, that's how fucked up this fucking retard is. And I can't watch it anymore because he's so fucking stupid.
There's like one episode left. How are you not gonna finish it?
Listen, I'll finish that one episode, but I'm fucking over this show, man. Fucking retarded ass Kurt. Like, the most interesting character is the psycho princess who just wants his D. Yeah, he was naive up till now, and now he's just a fucking idiot. Like, you know who's stupid? Asta. You know who's a lot smarter than Kurt? Asta.
You know who's stupid? Naruto. You know who's a lot smarter than Kurt? Naruto. This is literally the most forced batch of stupidity you could have jammed into this whole show. It was honestly just cringeworthy.
Marcel at least thought it was hilarious because Marcel understands that Kurt is a retard, just like Marcel. Right, Marcel? I learned that from Crimson.
Typical Overlord fan. I'm kidding.
But then he went full retard. And we know from Tropic Thunder that you never go full retard, and he did. Kurt is fucking retarded.
He went beyond full retard. He went Super Saiyan retard, dude.
Super Saiyan retard.
Like, he overcharged
just joking. He fucking, oh my god, And
the funny thing is it was an okay episode up till that point for me, and then I was just like, okay, you're kind of losing me here. Like,
yeah.
this is going ridiculously sideways. This is just the most forced misunderstanding of all time, and I do not like it. And yeah, I just.
Hey, I didn't sleep on my glasses and broke both my glasses and my eye.
You broke your eye, Biggles.
Hey, we already know I'm brain damaged, so it's okay. But yeah, like,
brain damage.
But fucking Kurt is so fucking dumb. Like, we talk about how there's a lot of animes where they just don't get it. Like the Kid from the Boonies, right? Kid from the Boonies goes Starter Town, right? That one, whatever the hell.
I never ended up finishing that one, honestly.
Luke is not that retarded, right? Luke has misunderstandings because he's the weakest in his village, right? And then when you go to his village, you find out how strong all these other fucking people are, right? So it makes sense. And apparently Kurt has like this really strong village, but he's just fucking stupid.
He's a half-baked version of that same character archetype of the person who is ridiculously overpowered but just doesn't realize it. And that's what makes it the most annoying. Is it was tolerable when it was like small things because you can kind of like understand like other things, I should say, that were less direct, and it was funny because of that. But when it came to this particular instance, it was like it was too blatantly obvious that he was wrong, and there was no way he could have possibly misunderstood this, and yet he still did. And that's really my issue, is it just felt really, really forced.
And really, really retarded. So this is like the Naruto thing. This is like the same thing as Goku, right? Goku's a master of all the martial arts basically on Earth. And he's got really good battle sense, but he's the dumbest fucking person in Dragon Ball. Like, so
Naruto also came up with, well, Naruto's done a lot of stupid stuff. He is verifiably an idiot, but sometimes his idiocy does save the world. Like, don't ask me why they decided to make the sexy jutsu one of the greatest attacks against Kaguya, but it worked. Sorry, it was reverse harem jutsu. I believe that's what it was.
All right. Let's talk about one of your favorites now.
You caught up on this one?
Yeah, I managed to catch up on this one because I know you were going to want to talk about it. No.
Boruto can suck my whole fucking cock. I hate that show. I hate that series. It is a bastardization, and it can fuck off and die in a hole. Okay.
All right.
This is the one point where like Maza actually has like a good thought. Anytime Boruto is mentioned, he's just like, fuck that shit.
Okay. So
Kowloon generic romance. It kind of stumbled the last couple of weeks. They weren't terrible episodes. They just weren't as good as some of the other ones.
mhm.
This one though got back a little bit more to like the psychological stuff that actually makes the series like fun and enjoyable. And it makes you realize that it's actually a really good like psychological thriller as long as it's not focusing on the creepy hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that guy. So what? So is is this dude a dude or a girl? Because 3 years ago he was a girl, right? And now he's
Xiaohei,
yeah.
he's a dude, and even back then he was a dude. He
Oh,
just has feminine features, so I believe the term is otokonoko.
okay. So you're telling me that character right there was always a dude?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And no, Boruto is not a good story. Boruto is a bunch of Boruto is basically a bunch of loose plot threads left over from Naruto that got tied into a series that ran on too long and basically ruined everything I liked about Naruto. So it's a bunch of retardation. And before I tried, okay, multiple times.
I'm sorry, I just read that.
And I still don't give a fuck about Boruto. I think it sucks ass.
All right, so I feel bad for calling him or her this whole time now.
Well, nobody would have ever realized until like, I don't know, an episode or two ago.
And it told us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this dude is the bad guy, I think, now. Or the hermaphrodite's dad is the bad guy, but he works for the dad.
Shut the fuck up, Henkley. I am celebrating that the chapter leaks. Oh, this is something I really got to talk about here. Okay, I got to go off
All
on
right.
a rant.
All right.
The chapter leak for Rent a Girlfriend is that Kazuya finally gets the fucking balls to ask this chick out, and she rejects him. She rejects him. I couldn't be happier with this story turning to shit, honestly, because I pray to God that this is the actual fucking chapter because it would be so hilarious to just end the story like that. He finally confesses, gets rejected, end.
There you go.
It would make like all the fucking tears of the fucking shills who simp for that series would like nurture my soul, and I would gain enlightenment and immortality. I would become Buddha.
Um,
Nirvana, not the Kurt Cobain style.
um, so this guy, I think, is like the bad guy trying to manipulate. What's her name?
Yao Mei.
Yao Mei. Yeah, trying to manipulate Yao Mei into killing her again. Or no, wait. Yeah, he wants her to.
No,
Or no, she wants. He
man,
wants
that brain damage
her.
really hit you. He wants.
This dude.
he tried to recruit Zhao He to
This dude.
kill Reika.
Yeah,
He's
but
also keeping tabs on Yao Mei because she's a real person, and he was able to sort of like worm his way into her head. I don't know to what end, but that's a thing.
and at the very end of the episode, she eats a piece of candy from Hong Kong and remembers again.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she won't eat the food again now that she knows. And dude, girl, person, dude, girl, yeah, character,
Femboy.
is trying to save them now, and he even slapped the ice cream out of her mouth. Said, "Don't eat that shit." And we also found out that you could sleep with a person that doesn't exist.
Hot.
There you go.
It's called a body pillow, isn't it?
I don't know. I already bought like 3 of her just for you.
Oh yeah. Wait, which one? Which one are we talking about?
This one. No. um, so yeah, it's pretty good. I'm still confused on what's going on, but that's because this whole series is confusing.
I'm still convinced that Reika is going to end up becoming real at some point here because that's kind of what it feels like they're working towards.
How she's seeing like through the eyes of the old one.
Well, not just that, but remember how in that last episode there were 2 Zhaoheis in the same place. There
Yeah.
was the younger version and the adult version.
Mm-hmm. So what if the other one didn't actually kill itself, and it was just a like not a generic, but the other like one of the clones? So what if B is actually C and still alive?
I don't know. At this point, like I'm running out.
Anything could happen.
I'm lost as to what like theory I'm on at this point. I'm just like, all right, you know what? I tried, and I just got to let it play out at this point.
Right.
But it's good. Like it does the psychological thing pretty well in this one, like with the talismans, and you get the error 403 and then error 202.
Yeah.
And then the stop searching.
So I'm starting to think like, well, I know it's like a created by that thing, but I'm guessing like it's a computer program that she'll end up like hacking into or something. Maybe, well, not specifically her hacking into, but someone, once she figures it out.
I don't know. There's something in all of this that the corporation is trying to cover up. And we're probably going to see some more of that this week, I would assume.
All right. So I want to talk about this real quick. I know you stopped watching it, but we got the butt slapping episode.
Biggles likes to touch butts.
Dennis Young got his butt slapped by his baseball goddess, saying, "Nice betting," and slaps his butt. And like baseball players, you slap them on the ass and say, "Good job, nice hit," right? Go out there and make a great play, smack him on the ass, right? And Dennis was saying, "Man, why does no one slap my ass?" to the other, or to the Puerto Rican guy on the team. And he's like, "Oh, so the difference in the manga and the anime is like, I forgot his name, Brian? maybe it's Brian. Yeah, I think it's Brian. So Brian says like to himself, he's like, oh, there's the problem. He doesn't look them in the eye when they talks to him. But in the manga, he's with him telling him like when you're doing an interview, at least look him in the eye, right? And so he tries to say or speak Japanese, right, to them. And they like put it in English subtitles for like him trying to say it, and like it's spelled wrong, so he's mispronouncing the Japanese words, and he's like "origato," like saying it really bad. A lot of men slapping other men's butts. Yeah, that's what baseball is all about, right? And he hits a home run, and it hits Ruiko. And she's like, ow. And then he's like, I want to apologize to the girl I hit with the thing. And he's like, oh, my destiny. I hit my goddess with the baseball. And he's like, he says, I'm sorry in Japanese, right? And she goes, oh, smacks him on the butt and goes, nice batting. And it's just really fun. And then you find out who Sanshiro really is. We get the Sanshiro thing. So it's not Ruiko's mom. I can tell you that, but I don't want to spoil it for when you do watch it later. And let's go this one. It was a nice episode about respect and acceptance. Great show. Yeah, I love this show. Right. All right. Now this one, after I had that episode that I didn't like, I think I watched 2 episodes to catch up, or maybe it's just 1 episode after.
The really fucking sad episode.
Yeah, how are you going to finally make a friend and then fucking kill her? Like, you piece of shit. You finally made a friend and you're like, fuck it, money's money, kill her. I honestly thought
his job.
I honestly thought like it could have went really cool, and like she like kills the other one, like other assassin trying to kill her, like she does for the fucking, what's it called? Well, Dexter was a fucking piece of shit, so I understand it. Yeah, all right, not really selling the sport for me. Well, Marcel, no one's ever slapped you on the ass and told you good game, so not even the women. When I do good, the girls smack me on the butt and go, good game, Biggles. And I go, thank you. They know the respect. Okay. All right. So
they're going to slap your balls, Biggles.
Sure. What? No. So this last episode, poor Marin, man, your little blue-haired rival, she's like, don't try it on my house. And she tries it on her house and goes, oh, I can't do this.
Don't worry, it didn't work.
It didn't work. A day later, she's fucking in a wheelchair, all broken. I was like, help me get in this house. You turned my house into leaves. Like, fucking.
I like that they just like casually added her as like the third roommate. Like, that's the funniest thing to me.
Yeah, and the funny
she's a great character. Genuinely, she adds more to the fucking chaos of this whole thing.
I'm just glad she hasn't killed her yet, because that would have been awful. And then she got the new outfit from Leader, and apparently the whole reason why Leader's girlfriend likes her was because of her ninja outfit. She's like, I need to take all these pictures, and they're like, you should wash it first. You don't know what they've used it for.
No, Satoko goes to wash it, and Konoha is just like, yeah, it would be wise to wash it after going through all of that. What do you mean? I'm just trying to dye it pink. Then never. Yeah, I literally put in my notes for that episode, Leader likes to get freaky in her uniform.
And then the dead ninjas are all doing their YouTube stream, and it's just like at the very end of the after credits, it's showing like their stream, and it's just them like ghosts, black thing, and they're like, oh man, this is really creepy. I wonder if that ladybug ended up turning into leaves later. Who knows? Maybe living things take longer. And then the ironclad ninja, she's just like turns her armor into leaves, and then she's like, "Oh, good work!" Stabs her. Like she's like, "Oh no, I'm naked."
And Sajiko is just casually like, "Oh, I was trying to turn her, turn her entirely into leaves," and everyone's just like, "She's a little fucking psychopath."
Yeah.
You
Oh my
kind of
god.
forget that underneath the absolute insanity that is her ditziness, she's a psychopath too.
Yes.
This series has gotten a lot better for me, honestly. Like with the past few episodes and all that, like
As soon as the season finishes, we're going to do a review. That would be fun for this one. But it's like, man, that one episode fucking still kills me, man. How could you do that? How could you finally make a friend and then kill her?
how dare you?
Fucking shit, man. I mean, if I had a friend, I wouldn't kill them. I just lead them in the path of a car. No, I'm just kidding. Really, like the ghost episode? Yeah, that was funny too. All right. So while Crimson is violently touching himself off screen to this clip,
I regret to say that I have touched myself to hentai with better animation than this. That shouldn't be a thing.
we're going to go to an anime that is fun from the same people that gave us Trapped in a Dating Sim. I'm an evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Now, pirates are like, we're going to come get you. And he's like, nah, fuck you. I got this shit.
Sorry, I had someone calling me asking me how to use a wall steamer.
That's fine.
They're trying
That's
to
fine.
remove wallpaper.
That's okay. I just said you were violently touching yourself and then played your clip.
I mean, I am. I was. I still am. So
Okay, good. All right. So he was like, fuck these pirates. He's like, Agami, what is our chances of winning? 3.8%. And he's like, all right, we got this. Fuck them. We'll win. We're 3.6%.
I think it was Marcel who's actually been reading this series, was commenting about like there were some differences in what we got here in the anime versus what was originally in the novel / manga or whatever. So it's some real, like it pointed out some really interesting choices or that they made. Like they made his attack much stronger than it originally was. Christina wasn't supposed to show up, I believe, was another thing that was said. So some interesting choices, and in all of this, I do like that Christina is just a straight up psychopath. Like she's full on just like kill crazy.
Well, yeah, man. If you fucking turned a person into a fucking sick ass creature, then you must get your revenge. Yeah, it could be a sleeper for the one of the best of the season.
Yeah, I know. I don't blame her for being a psychopath. I just like it in this scenario. Like
I do too.
her being like a murder crazy bitch it's great. I'm not normally into those types because I don't have mommy issues. But when it comes to this, just as a character, I enjoy her.
I love psycho women just because I'm fucking retarded.
No. The quote Biggles is I like dominant women, not because I like to be like controlled or anything, but because I'm autistic and I need them to be direct with me.
But I'm not technically autistic.
You might as well be.
I'm just retarded.
Well,
Okay.
you can still outread Maza, so you're better than that.
Yeah. All right. So this one, like, I love how Liam's like, you will not shine better than me. Rocket punch, and turns the rocket punch into a sword wielding attack to do the way of the Flash.
I love how like his like villainous speech is basically you're not allowed to sacrifice yourselves because you belong to me.
Yeah,
You're going to
all
spend
mine.
Like, I genuinely thought that was an interesting thing for him to say there. Like, it's a really good combination of just like his desire to be like an absolute asshole, while also still retaining some of his previous qualities in some of his qualities from his previous life, like
Mhm.
the fact that he just hates the abuse of power, and that like he doesn't like it when people mistreat their underlings, which is kind of weird considering his whole thing is like he wants to use his power to step all over people, but like every time there's an opportunity to just be an ass, like a real asshole,
He
he's like,
doesn't
nah,
do it.
that wouldn't sit right with me.
He's like, I am an evil lord who is actually a good person. The evil or the good guy, or this anime's title should be changed to uh, the good guy who tries to be an evil lord and fails in getting a harem because he doesn't want women to like him. That should be.
I call I when I made my video on it, I literally said when you suck at being evil.
Uh, man, this show is so much fun, and if little Chad was here, he'd just go off on like 20 minutes about why he loves this show. Um,
I don't quite love it that much, but I do respect the choice, honestly. Like, it's a good show.
I mean, I do like the fact that it is from the same people who gave us Trapped in a Dating Sim, which shout out to little Chad for getting me 4 through 14 or whatever, 4 through 16 or whatever it is, so I can catch up on the story. Because I fucking love that. And we're probably going to be making a new Biggles top 10 favorite animes, and it's going to be a villainous takeover because the villainous shows has won my heart, and they are all taking over. All right, so there is no villainous this year, but we have a pseudo villainous in Mia. So the revenge arc. You know, you got rid of my sister. Now I'm going to fucking murk you. And she like basically destroys everything this dude has. And then he gets the ring of Asmodeus. So the demon lord is returning in the piece of shit that I really hope they just fucking reach into his fucking chest cavity, grab his heart, and fucking crush it. I haven't had that yet.
Sorry, you do that, and all I can think of is that MMA video where the dude's in the crowd, like, grab his dick, grab his dick and twist it, twist his dick, good old dick twist.
So this story is evolving to probably one of my favorites of the entire season.
It has genuinely been pretty good. Like, it starts off kind of slow and unassuming, and then when it actually starts getting into the B plot, it really accelerates.
Mm-hmm. And Phyllis is kind of like the background character. It's
Philia.
more Philia, yeah. Mia feels like the main character because it's all about what happens because they took away her sister. You know, she's like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to fucking bang your brother possibly in the future and become queen. Like, everything you want is mine, bitch.
The thing is, like, I don't really think either like the A plot or B plot work very well without the other one. I
Mhm.
think the thing that really makes this one stand out is it feels like it's going to be a complete season, a complete series in 12 to 13 episodes, which is nice. Um, but also it feels like they wove both parts of it together well enough to where they support each other. So without one, the other isn't as great. Especially with the stuff with Philia. The stuff with Philia would have been pretty mediocre if they hadn't sort of pivoted and gone for something else.
I can look at hold on, let me tell you how many chapters I can see right now in the manga, because they just released a new chapter or translated a new chapter like today.
It feels like the story is just going to be done after this season.
I know. Well, there's only 31 chapters in this manga that I have, and it looks like it's from 2 weeks ago. So it's this is behind.
Well, actually, it looks like it's still ongoing.
Yeah. So
That's
the manga I see is behind the anime.
So it currently says it started the publishing for it. The publishing for the manga started November 5th, 2021, and it doesn't have an end date.
So they could do more, but if they kill Julius, then the whole title of the fucking anime is over, you know? So unless they do one season or this season, and then the entire next season is just fighting Asmodeus all the next 12 episodes, you know? But yeah, this did feel like it could have been done or could possibly be done after this fight. But who knows? It could be something like fucking the ending to Kaiju number 8, where this one punch has been like two to 3 weeks now. It's like a panel of just one punch that's been like 2 or 3 weeks now. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I waited a month for 8 pages of a punch panel. Like, fuck. But yeah, I don't know how much farther it is in that. Does it say how many chapters or like novels there are?
I don't see any yet.
Okay, because the translation for the manga I have is 2 weeks from episode 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so this show I think works really well. Like Mia goes to sacrifice herself, and Phileas is like, oh, nope, sorry, you can't sacrifice yourself. You're my sister. I'm going to save you. And then like it looks like Philia found love, and she might actually smile soon. And then Mia might actually find love. So long as I avoid the Sword Art Online treatment where they keep going well past the good part. Okay, so I was teaching so my friend that I was with really likes Sword Art Online, right? And I hate Sword Art Online. So I was like, you only like Sword Art Online because it makes you feel like you're still playing an MMO. So I showed him Shangri-La Frontier. We got all the way through the Weatherman fight. The Doom God, right?
Mm-hmm. Weatherman.
And he's loving it, right? And then he's like, we stopped watching it, and he goes back to Sword Art Online. And I was like, oh, I can't fucking watch this. So I just turned on my Steam Deck and started playing a game while he was watching Sword Art Online. But he did get pretty far in Shangri-La Frontier, and he's liking it. So hopefully he still likes it. I hate Sword Art Online. More love, though. That's because you're friends with both the voice actors, or main voice actors, really well. After looking into the way To Perfect Saint is expected to be multiple seasons, is planning to continue past the point you guys are talking about. Okay. So that means I don't have the manga, like enough manga translation. See, look, I was right. The fact that you got a time limit when I was ready to meet Bryce, you got a time limit in place that I couldn't get to talk to Bryce very long. Yeah, that's this guy. I was so excited, but I did talk to him about Crimson, so he thought that was hilarious. And then he started doing Inosuke's voice as Prince Alan's lines. It was fucking awesome.
It's really weird to me now that the voice actor knows about my fucking shenanigans. That's just a thing.
He thought it was so cool, though. Bryce is awesome. He just-
I need like someone to record him doing like a Nosuke's voice, but singing like I don't know, like some like old like blues or jazz song like Red Roses too.
uh, okay, so this is a lot of fun. Hopefully, when he's walking down the hallway in the hospital, I forget when that is. I don't know. I say once it starts going to the love story, the whole show can end. It's too much. I can probably get it for you. Dude, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Bryce has to come back to Arizona and not let Hankley steal all the time that I want to talk to him. All right, let's go to Sword of the Demon Hunter.
Hey.
So this one
One of the
had a
best
really-
anime of the season.
Yes, this one had a really cool episode last week. So, you okay, Crimson? It looks like you just
I dropped my
accidentally-
phone on my keyboard.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you accidentally uploaded your porn onto the internet.
Oh, I don't accidentally do that. I do that intentionally all the time. Bro, I'm in so many NSFW chats. What are you fucking talking about?
Dun, dun,
I have
dun.
to spread the awareness for like Freerin fan art somehow.
There was a Freerin and Fern as Dark Magician Girls. Do you want that? I can send it to you. It was
That
in
doesn't
the
sound that
anime
bad.
chat for Brandits. I was like, why though? Why are they? And then there's one with Freerin being like, I love Pikmin. And I was like, what?
I've
I
seen
was
that
like,
one.
I was like, Freerin is now cooler because I love Pikmin, you know? All right. So they had a really cool episode last week because we didn't get to talk about it because I wasn't here. And they did a play, right? And they did a play, and it was
They made
Harlot.
Harlot the Harlot a major character in this one.
Yes, she apparently becomes a writer and makes Jinya look like a clumsy idiot. But
Because she's in love with the Soba dude's younger brother.
yeah, so I really actually like that. And what is the name that he calls her? Did you write that down in your notes? Like he miscalls the girl the wrong thing. Isn't it the same name as that? As the I want to say origami, but it's not origami. What Shinogami? What Shinogami? Demon Hunter guy?
I don't remember.
Oh,
It
was like
it is noted that like there are a lot of tie-ins. That's one of the big things about this series is it does tie in a lot of its minor plot threads to a bunch of other stuff. Like the whole hairpin episode that we got ties into Harlot the Harlot.
mhm.
I just had to laugh at that name every time. Just
Harlot the Harlot. I love it. I love it. It's so good.
I
It's
am
so good.
Crimson the Crimson.
I am Biggles, the Biggles.
Biggles the Biggles of Biggles.
Yes. So this one is really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, there's 2 more episodes. So after you watch our show in 2 weeks, go watch this whole series if you haven't. You'll love it. It's really well put together. That first hour long episode is really good. And holy shit at the end of that first episode. And then you go in, there's a lot of episodes where nothing really happens, like action wise, but like you're getting so much story that's happening and it sets
There's a
up to the next
lot of
one.
good writing in this series, and that's really why you would watch it. It's one of those things where like you can genuinely appreciate the craft of it. And that's why I love watching this. Is every time I always walk away very satisfied with what happens in an episode because it's all just a really well written story.
And this week's episode, they go back to Japan, right? They're in Japan, I think.
I don't think they have ever left Japan, but they go back to the past.
Yeah, they go back to the past, ancient Japan or whatever. I don't know.
Back to the Future or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. They jump in their DeLorean and go back.
1.21 gigawatts.
So they go back and so can I explain what it's about without spoiling anything?
I don't care about spoilers. I'm going to watch it at some point.
So there's a sake that is changing how people act. Now, we don't know all the story because this is going to be a two-parter, but there is a sake causing havoc. So we'll find out what happens. And there's an interaction with Jinya and Harlot the Harlot. And he goes, he's like, well, or be careful though, because if something's happened to you, like the other guy will kill him, or he'll like yell at him or something. I don't remember exactly what he said. He'll be extremely mad with me because now they're in love. Now they are in love. They are smitten with each other. So Harlot the Harlot is
the samurai version of falling in love with an e-girl.
All right. So let's go Windbreakers now. Okay. So season 2. Thoughts on season 2, Crimson?
It's been pretty good so far. I feel like it was definitely weighted better towards the front of the season with the Keel arc. But how many more episodes do we have this season? I think like 1 or 2.
I'm not sure how many. It says 25 episodes, so it shouldn't be too many more. I think this is 10.
It looks like there was 13 in the first, and there's 12 in the second. So we have like 2 more episodes.
Oops. So this is all like the later half of the season is all about acceptance and fighting for what you love, right? And don't let other people tell you can't have your acceptance. So Sakura is learning all of this while he's watching Tsubaki fight this dude who can't fight at all. This, like, how is this guy like the leader of this like crew? He is the worst fucking fighter I've ever seen in this show. He's like launching haymaker. Like, dude, you launch a haymaker like that against people who know how to fight, like the kids in the show, like you're getting fucking stopped. Like when fucking Tsubaki fucking axe kicked him in high heels. I thought that guy was going to die because of how fucking bad he fights. And he's just like, oh, he hits hard. Okay, you're just throwing haymakers, dude.
Well,
like, fuck.
I know some people in a Discord who tried to argue that, well, he hits hard, therefore he's a good character.
Oh man, that's not, dude. I would stop that dude in a fight. Like, not even trying.
No, legitimately, I got in this whole discussion about like Solo Leveling winning anime of the year. I'm like, it doesn't deserve it. It doesn't fucking deserve it. And I'm talking to like a group of people who are just like, yeah, well, it had the best action, and like Jinwoo's the coolest character. So like, what's wrong with that? I'm like, Jinwoo sucks as a character.
Jinwoo's just like badass and killing shit. You know, he's not a good character.
But Windbreaker, this latest arc, I liked it. I think it's probably the weakest part of Windbreaker so far, honestly. I do like the forgiveness redemption sort of thing that goes on at the end of this one here. Like, I do enjoy that theme. I said that Saturday, but in this case, like, I feel like the storytelling overall has probably been the weakest here. The Keel arc was definitely the highlight of the season so far, and we do have a little bit of like, oh shit, now we got a guy who knows something about Furion coming up.
Well, I like Rozo or whatever the fuck the name
Rosso
of it.
Ichi,
yeah. I really like that gang. I think they're pretty cool. But it doesn't have my favorite characters in this like arc, like the hot dog dude and the guy who's like, "That's my virtue. I let you punch me in the face first." Those are my two favorite characters.
Hot
And they're
dog, dude.
yeah, the guy with the hot dog phone. He's got a hot dog case on his cell phone. The pretty boy with the pink hair.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Those are my favorite characters, and they're not in this half of the season. So they're in the Keel arc. They're not in. Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah. But I really like the show. I mean, once you get over the fact that the world is fucked and makes zero sense, then you can enjoy this show. It's like
Yeah, like there's so much about this that just doesn't make any fucking sense. But all right, whatever. You know what? I'm here to watch people fight.
watch people fight and have the character development. Like the show does character development pretty good, and they use like other characters to help other characters grow. Right, like even angry dude right here in the middle. Fuck it, I can't remember his name. Like is growing as a person, and all he does is like send for Umamiya. Yeah, but yeah, this is a pretty good one. I enjoy it. The dub's getting kind of weird, so I don't know if I want to continue listening to the dub, even though it's got a bunch of people I like.
I haven't been watching the dub. I've been watching it subbed. So
Well, I've also been watching it sub, but I've been watching dub as well. Even though it's got like characters I really like as like voice actors or people I really like as voice actors, the dialogue is fucking so different from the sub. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about basically one of my favorites of the season.
I just promoted this one to a must watch this week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me why.
Well, this would have been last week's episode, but I do like the way they kind of portrayed Koichi's powers in this. Like the evolution of them, pretty much. Like the series starts off saying, like, yeah, he can do this really cool thing, but he can only move as fast as a bicycle. And then they like very quickly show him keeping up with Ingenium. And then they also reveal that he has the ability to fly. And you find out it's all because his mother stifled his powers, which kind of sucks. But
and started beating the shit out of him with her fly swatter quirk.
Fucking shit ass mom. Fucking shit ass mom.
Well, she was afraid he'd fly away and hurt himself, okay? Like, oh shit, my baby's out of his crib. Smack that bitch.
Oh no, the baby's doing something that a baby would do. Smack the shit out of him. Yeah, fuck that.
That's what I do, you know. I smack babies all the time.
Biggles goes to an orphanage just so he can slap children.
Exactly. I call it volunteer work.
And when he's done there, he goes to the strip club to pay a stripper to cry on his lap.
Exactly. Slap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. All right.
No, this show has genuinely been really fun. Like overall, I like the grounded crime fighter element of it more than My Hero Academia's save the world Deku kind of shtick. The characters are much more fun. Like I like the chemistry between our main cast, and it now looks like Senpai is going to become a part of the crew here. Considering she basically has all. She's not dumb enough to overlook everything that just happened and be like, "Oh, I don't know who you possibly are."
Have you seen today's episode?
I have not.
Oh, well, she goes up to Pop and she's like, "Nice to meet you, Pop." And she's like, "Who told you my name?" "I did not tell you my name. I'm not Pop." Well, she's like, "It's not hard to figure out." Like,
Pop Step is an amazing tsundere. And again, Koichi messing up the shot with Pop Step. Like, how the fuck do you screw up a compliment that bad?
Dude, it's even worse in this week's episode. Koichi.
Like everyone said. Dude. Oh no.
Poor Koichi. What's the American hero's name? Captain
Celebrity.
Captain Celebrity. Yeah, that's right. I like how they like Mahito is like yeah on the phone with his wife and like, oh no, I'm not like yeah. And changes it to like guy's image, and then you have the middle schoolers doing like a chance while he's kicking ass. They're like Chris, cat, like. And then in this episode, Mahito uses Captain Celebrity to help out Pop. So, and there was, these guys right here. They're making fun of Pop. They're like, I see you haven't found a skirt that can cover your ass. Like,
Pop Step's ass might as well be its own character at this point.
It might as well be, but we have plans for Pop, right, Crimson, that we can't speak of in our hidden category for Pop.
Yes.
I
do recall that now that you mention it.
We do have some Knuckle Duster lore that comes out that you haven't got to see yet. But yeah, man, I love the mom episode. She's like, "Why would you lie to me?" And he's like, "Man, she figured me out that fast." And then Pop comes in to try to help out. And she's like, "Well, just go compliment her. She obviously worked hard to look pretty." And he's like, "You look real casual." Like, you fucking idiot, Koichi. Like, what the fuck?
Man, you look like you threw that together real quickly.
Poor Koichi. It's like he's never achieved anything in his life. Oh, there is a B scene in this new episode, Crimson, that I was like, what the hell? And like the dude's even like, "Oh no, I'm not like that." Like, you'll see. Tell that to Ivan. He will cry about it, but probably take it. What are we telling him?
I don't know. Probably you look like you threw that together real quickly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it. All right. Now, but overall, this show is just freaking awesome. Like, we didn't get to talk about 2 weeks ago either, did we? Where did I wasn't here, was I?
I'm not sure. I know we skipped 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, what was 2 weeks ago? We found out that Pop was going to. No, I don't remember. But Koichi's cover is blown, and he's like, "I am here," and she's like, "Koichi," and then she finally goes, "You're the crawler, not the crueler." She called him by the actual name, so like her quirk would actually work. All right, now we're going to go to the juggernaut of the season, the undisputed champ. You were talking about not for safe for work, Pop Step. Oh, how the girls or how the guys made fun of her for not having a shirt or skirt big enough to cover her ass. Pop
Step's ass is its own character.
It is. It's got its own fan base. All right.
It has its own lore and everything.
It does within the show. So, the juggernaut of the season, the Apothecary Diaries. Holy shit! What happened in this last episode?
That's what I said. I was like, "What, yo? What the fuck?"
I understand the killing of children, but holy shit!
You understand, bro? You approve the killing of children. Don't lie. I know you. You fucking hate them kids.
I went in there and gave him that for the thing, but that little kid I like that little kid, and I'm sure Mao could have found a way to save him.
Yeah, that was a really, really fucked. Like, I understand why it happened, but that was kind of a fucked thing to end that episode on.
Yeah. And like they're getting raided. Jinshi has been like, "All right, it's time for me to take my rightful place and go kick some fucking ass." Get my woman back. You know, all while,
he is obsessed with small cat girl. Yes.
all while small cat girl's father is like, you better fucking do this and get my daughter back, asshole. Stop pretending to be a eunuch and go fucking do what you need to do.
For as much of a dick as Lock-On can be, when it comes to his daughter, he is basically he's like Maze Hughes, pretty much.
Yeah, man.
He's like Maze Hughes if he had lived to see his daughter grow up.
Oh man, no one would harm that girl if Maze was still around. But you know who's probably protecting Maze's daughter right now? Roy Mustang burning anybody alive that even talks to her.
Substitute father.
Why are you looking at her like that? Boom, fireball. Like dead.
Like there's no real, like, the only close competition this has would in my opinion be Kowloon Generic Romance, but like even that, like, it's really hard to say would be on the same level. The Apothecary Diaries is just something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's anyone out there who's listening to this who hasn't watched this yet, first of all, I question what the heck is going on in your head that you wouldn't be watching the Apothecary Diaries, because it's great. Second of all, watch the Apothecary Diaries.
So you can ask Hankley, if he's still here, how long he was telling me to watch this before I finally watched it. And I was like, man, it says it's a romance. I don't want to watch a romance. I'm so tired of her. Like, I don't like that stuff. And then you guys got me watching a romance. I don't know. Someone told me to watch this like one romance or no. Okay. So you guys got me watching Too Many Losing Heroines, right? I think it's more of a comedy than a romance. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who's in love with who? Who's the main love interest? Like, what's going on?
It really is a comedy, but like any love interest or anything that would happen will come in season 2.
I like the part where Lemon's like dying of heat stroke, and he's like,
she's like stripping, and he's just trying to keep her clothes on.
Yeah.
He's like struggling in there.
But yeah, romances are hard for me to watch. If this was a straight romance rather than like more of the mystery drama kind of thing, I probably wouldn't be watching this. But like the romance is like a backseat kind of thing that just organically happens through the 48 episodes, you know?
The romance is basically Jinchi trying to flirt with this chick that wants nothing to do with him and his frog.
Basically. But then she's like, man, if he did have some balls on him, you know, I would. And then she's like, he has balls. That's when her opinion kind of changes, you know, when she finds out that he does, in fact, have balls. There you go, gentlemen. If you want a lady to like him, don't be a eunuch. Or maybe you could be a eunuch, because then they're like, oh, I don't have to worry about being pregnant. We just cut him off. There you go.
Can I squeeze your balls?
All right. So, yeah, the show's great. If you're not watching it, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
You bring fame. Shame on you. Shame on your family. Shame on your cow.
Okay. So this is a shorter episode than before. I don't really have much to talk about unless you want to talk about Too Many Losing Heroines for a little bit.
I mean, we can, but if you feel like just cutting it short, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about. You know, I've been struggling through the broken glasses, the stuck at the airport, all that fun shit. So
we need more super chats up in here, because Biggles needs a sad stripper to give him a lap dance.
I could probably convince some of them to do it for free, but then it's not as much fun because they won't be crying.
You got that autistic riz, huh?
I do. The retard swag, as I like to call it, because I'm that old. The swagger of a young retard, or who's not so young anymore. All right.
You're still relatively young.
Oh man, I turned 36, man. I'm closer to 40 than 30. I'm old now. I'm almost over the hill. I'm basically a grandpa. Okay. No, I would be at my school. My high school had a bunch of people pregnant at 15. Like, and some of the kids from my graduating class are grandparents. Because their kid had a child already.
Hold up. So what, does like teen pregnancy run in the family or something like that?
Well, the funny thing is, one of their kids is like 19, and they knocked up a girl when he was 16. So he followed his mother's footsteps, and she's a grandma, and she's 35.
Impressive.
Oh, we got a 40 on Friday. Don't worry, you get to be old too. It's fine. Everybody can be old together. Everyone can be old together.
Not
also,
me. I'm only turning 26 this year.
Happy early birthday. 26?
Yeah.
I'm over a decade older than you.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here. Should we end it with Goblin Slayer like always? Or no, actually the full clip will play. So we'll actually play this and then we'll go Goblin Slayer. Otherwise, it's just weird.
Like hell, we're gonna believe that.
Oh, why'd it stop? Why'd it stop? It's just us now. We look retarded.
Like hell, we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me?